Okay, picture this. It's late, deep in the night in a Houston backyard. Quiet.
Yeah.
And you've got two brothers, an 18-year-old and his younger sibling. They're doing something, well, something really personal.
Burying a pet, right.
Yeah.
Their guinea pig, Cookie.
Exactly. Cookie had died the day before. The older brother, he'd just gotten back from work, so this was really the only time they had.
A private moment.
Completely private. The mother was very clear about this happening entirely on their own property. But then, out of nowhere, a gunshot. No warning.
It's that clash, isn't it? This really tender act of grieving, and then this sudden, horrifying violence.
That's exactly what we're diving into today, this really shocking incident down in southeast Houston, how burying a pet led to a shooting.
Yeah, leaving the older brother fighting for his life. It's intense.
It really is. We've looked at several sources here, reports from FOX26 Houston, the New York Post, People magazine as well.
And there was a YouTube transcript from KHOU 11, I believe.
That's right. So our goal here, for you listening, is to really unpack what happened, all the details, what it might mean, just trying to make sense of it. Let's get into it.
Okay, so the first thing that really strikes me is just how mundane the setting was, you know. A backyard burial. It's something families do.
Absolutely. It's supposed to be safe space, your own yard.
Your own property.
Right. So this was in the 7700 block of Belgard, southeast Houston. The time was about 12:30 a.m. Thursday morning, July 17th.
So very late.
Very late. And again, the guinea pig Cookie died Wednesday. This was their chance to bury him. The mother, Andrea, she really emphasized, on my property, never stepped foot, never laid a hand on the resident's property.
That detail feels critical. It removes any ambiguity about trespassing or anything like that. They were where they were supposed to be.
Exactly. And then what? Someone just walks out.
That's what the reports say. Someone, possibly a neighbor or maybe a relative of their neighbor, just walked out, pulled a gun, and fired.
Just like that?
Yeah.
No words exchanged.
According to the mother, absolutely none. She said the victim and the shooter never said a word to each other before the shot.
Wow. And the 18-year-old was hit.
Yes, shot once.
In the torso.
And the younger brother.
He was right there.
Right there. Saw the whole thing. Apparently even made eye contact with the person who fired the gun.
Oh, that's horrifying. Just imagine. And the police, what was their initial take? Did they have any idea why?
Well, their initial assessment was that it seemed to stem from some kind of dispute between neighbors. That was the language used.
A dispute. But they didn't speak?
Exactly. That's the confusing part. And police also said it was unclear if the pet had anything to do with the dispute. So the burial might have just been the moment it happened, not the cause.
The timing, not the trigger.
Possibly. That lack of any conversation beforehand makes it incredibly disturbing. It suggests something maybe more calculated or just completely irrational aggression.
It's chilling. Okay, so after the shot, what happens?
The 18-year-old, he manages to stumble back into the house bleeding. Yeah. And there's apparently surveillance footage, WFAA reported on this, that allegedly shows the moments right after, shows him and his brother running back inside.
And he spoke to his parents.
He did. And his words, they're just heartbreaking. He apparently said, "Mom, I love you. Dad, I love you. I'm not going to make it."
No.
And he asked for the rosary. Just shows you how terrified he was, how bad he thought it was in that moment.
Unbelievable. Is he okay now?
He was rushed to Ben Taub Hospital. The good news, relatively speaking, is that he's now listed in stable condition and is in recovery.
Okay, that's something. A huge relief, obviously.
Definitely. But the trauma for everyone involved.
Yeah.
It's immense.
Right. And the police response, they arrived quickly.
Sounds like it. Around 12:30 a.m., same time as the shooting, basically.
Oh.
And the scene sounds intense. Reports mentioned cops carrying riot shields and heavy-duty artillery swarmed the shooting scene.
Riot shields, heavy artillery. For a neighbor dispute.
Well, they also apparently ordered everyone out of the neighboring house. There were reports the suspect might still be inside that house.
Ah, okay. So they were taking it very seriously.
Right.
Potential for more danger.
Extremely seriously.
Yeah.
But here's the really unsettling part now.
What's that?
Despite that huge immediate response, no one has been arrested.
Still.
The reports are clear. No one has been identified and no charges have been announced. Police just say they're still investigating, no suspects detained, nobody arrested.
So someone shoots a kid in his own backyard and they're still out there?
Apparently so. And you can imagine how the family feels.
Oh, I can't even fathom. The mother, Andrea, what's she saying?
She's understandably, just beside herself. Frustrated, scared. She said she doesn't understand why anyone would do this and why that shooter hasn't been arrested.
Yeah.
She's adamant. He needs to be in custody. He needs to be questioned.
Of course. It's basic justice, basic safety.
And her personal situation just underlines the fear. She's been at the hospital since it happened, since 1 a.m. Thursday. Hasn't even gone home.
Hasn't gone home at all.
Nope. Reportedly, not even to change out of her bloody T-shirt. She says she doesn't feel safe going home. Worried the same thing could happen again to her or someone else in her family.
That's a terrible way to live. Afraid in your own neighborhood. Afraid to go to your own house because the person who shot your son is still somewhere nearby.
It highlights that feeling of shattered security, doesn't it? When violence strikes so close and there's no resolution, no arrest, the fear just lingers.
So it all comes back to this question of the why, this supposed neighbor dispute. Was burying the guinea pig really the spark, or just, like we said, the backdrop?
It's the central mystery, isn't it? What kind of dispute escalates to gunfire with zero verbal interaction beforehand?
Yeah.
Especially over anything, but in the context of burying a small pet.
It seems so incredibly disproportionate. And there was that small detail mentioned in one source, kind of random, but...
Yeah, about guinea pigs being rodents.
Yeah, they're rodents, not pigs, obviously.
Yeah.
And that some places, like New York City, actually have bans on selling them.
It's a minor point, biologically speaking, but somehow it just makes the whole thing feel even more absurd, you know?
Right, like the idea that burying this small rodent could even indirectly lead to a shooting, it just doesn't compute.
It really throws the focus onto the attacker's state of mind, or some deep, unseen conflict that just boiled over in that specific tragic moment.
Okay, so wrapping this up. We've looked at how this incredibly sad, private moment of burying a pet just exploded into violence.
Yeah, seemingly out of nowhere, from a neighbor or someone connected to them, leaving the family traumatized, the victim recovering.
And the police, despite a heavy response, still searching for answers and, crucially, a suspect.
It really drives home how fragile that feeling of safety can be, even in your own backyard, during the most ordinary or even sorrowful moments.
So the thought we want to leave you with is this. Considering the mother's fear, the fact she can't even go home, and that no one's been arrested, what does this incident say about our sense of security in our own communities? Especially when the reason, the why behind violence like this is so murky and just deeply unsettling.
It's a tough question. How safe can you feel when something like this happens and the threat might still be right next door?